We got something brewing on the ether. Somebody is about to flip the switch. They're about to go rogue. They're going to hedge their bets. They're trying to outrun something I got, something that's hot on their tail. But they feel like they can outwit it. They feel like they can outlast it. They feel that they can charge ahead and elude a certain karmic retribution that they feel is their just due, yet they have reasons. They can explain why they did what they did and why they shouldn't suffer the consequences. It's kind of an interesting message here, okay? They say sometimes you have to go left to make things go right. So let's see what this is coming out. We're just going to dive right into it, okay? Working with the ARCANE BS here. Yes, okay. So somebody knows that, they kind of had to bite a hand that fed them, but they needed to do this in order to gain their freedom. To enact their master plan, I hear. This is a little bit of a settling of a score, though. I do feel like somebody is a little heated about this, and they do want to get their just due. There's something they're owed here. There's something they're owed here, and they plan on retrieving it. That's what I hear, okay? Somebody is fixed on retrieving whatever is owed here. They feel like somebody's trying to escape a scene without paying their just dues. They're just dues. It's like something that is owed that they're not making good on, right? But they feel justified in this. Whoever is escaping the scene feels justified in this. Yes, because they feel like they got misled in a situation. They feel like they're the ones who got taken. They got taken advantage of in this situation. They got left with nothing because they were trusting somebody here who was guiding them in a certain direction, said they had their best interests at heart. But really, they were steering them in such a way that was quite self-serving. So they feel like turnabout is fair play here. Turnabout is fair play here. Yes, okay. Very interesting, okay? And I do feel like there's somebody that's freaking out in relation to this because they can tell that somebody is like done with the games. Somebody's done with the games. They're ready to act on what they said they do if that cord ever got cut, okay? Interesting. That cord ever got cut. It almost gives me the vibes of like somebody making some kind of oath to another, It makes me think of hand fasting almost. Like that used to be a way that you could pledge an oath to another, hand fasting, and somebody cut that cord. There was already discussion about this. Like if you ever, cut this cord, then be prepared for what's going to be coming at you. And I do feel like somebody is taking the risk to cut that cord because they feel like they can get away with it, and they feel it's justified too because there's been some kind of deception here. This is a matter that has some pretty deep roots. It's an old matter here, okay? This isn't something that's even been going on in this century. It goes way back, right? You've tangled with this character before. You've been entangled with this character before. And yes, there's been many fights. There's been many battles with this character, many lifetimes. And you've always known this. When you had a connection with this individual, it always felt like a little bit of that sort of love-hate kind of connection, Almost like a tentative truce is what I'm hearing. And things are about to get very strange because while something did seem like it was really on lock and heading in a certain direction, I do see there's been a fracturing in that timeline. Somebody is choosing to go rogue. And I think the other that's, being broken away from here is sensing it. Like they feel it. They feel it brewing. It's like this sort of like mounting pressure. Somebody is very like determined to enact this transformation, though. I see it because they feel like they gained access to some knowledge they didn't have before, something that had been kept from them. And this is what's really changing their position. Let me get some more details here, and then I'm going to pull out another set of cards to get another layer to this message. Yeah, they saw something here. I think that this has something to do. There could be a financial component involved in this situation, but I feel like somebody was promised a certain share of something. And when they saw what they actually got, it was a deal breaker here with the all-seeing slice. And so they're recognizing that somebody has been manipulating them, somebody's been working them, and they feel like they got taken to the cleaners. That's why they have no problem cutting this cord. They have no problem with it. They feel justified, okay? But I think both parties in this situation feel justified, okay? Everything I did was justified. That reminds me of that My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult song. Yeah, somebody in this situation may be freaking out. They may be freaking out real badly. They might be somebody who's, wandered a little too far out into the alfalfa with that weird tree stuff here. It could be even messing around, with some metaphysical stuff that was not prepared for. They weren't ready for this. They've been exploring multiple paths simultaneously, right? They've been experimenting with different paths, different spiritual paths, I see, okay? And it's sort of like these different methods they've been working with has them a bit at odds. Now they're confused. Now they're confused. They're confused. They thought they were heading in the right direction, but that's because of some alchemical work they've done. They sort of set certain gears in motion. It's like they're being led on that little bit of that sort of labyrinth type of journey of when you're working as an alchemist, where you end up creating a lot of different burrows for you to journey down, a lot of different rabbit holes to go down. It's tricky energy. It's trickster energy. It's like there was too much thrown at something. This could even be two alchemists that were working together to achieve a certain means, to an end. You know what I mean? Like they agreed on a certain course of action, something they were trying to manifest here. They felt like they had a common cause here, but do you see? Yeah, somebody cut the cord. I just noticed that somebody cut the cord. Somebody is broken free here. This is a bit of a goat, this person is not one to follow. This is somebody that, feels that they can get where they need to go. And they're giving this person the slip. I think it's because something is kind of like blowing up in these alchemists' face. Something's going terribly wrong. And it's almost like, they threw too much at something all at once. And so it's almost like this juncture point. This is what I'm seeing it as, like a juncture point of all these workings coming together that are creating sort of a jumbled situation. A jumbled situation. It's got like Jabberwocky energy, almost like it's just a jumbled mess that doesn't make sense. Somebody's recognizing it, though. They're recognizing that there's like some kind of fracturing that happens here. This is the one that's gone rogue. They may even be breaking from a pack of people, I have to say. And this might be kind of controversial because they may have been the leader of the pack. I just heard the leader of the pack. Okay. This person might have a motorcycle. Okay. They're ready to hit the road, man. And they're ready to not come back. Jack could be connected. The name Jack just coming in. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this person's seen the light. They've seen the light under the moon. They've seen something. They've seen something that was concealed, right? They've seen something that was concealed. It's got them wailing a bit, and they know that they have to follow where it's taking them, even though they know it's going to bring them trouble. Like, I feel like this person, now that they've seen what they've seen, they can't ignore it. They got to answer the call, man. But they know in answering that call that there's going to be these other characters hot on their tail, because it's like they're cutting a certain cord, or they're breaking a certain oath or agreement that they all had together. And I feel like it might have even been to like achieve a certain objective. I'm getting big kind of, occult vibes here. So I feel like these are people that, they've been working together for a while. I see that with a raptor riding a dolphin here. They've been working at something beneath the surface here for a while. There may have been two within this group, that's what I got, that started to align with each other. They started to hatch a plot. They'd been a little, they'd been a little quiet. They've been observing. It's almost like two in a group of five, right? And there's like three here that are all caught up. They're experiencing some backfire situation, but these two here totally planned it. And I saw 11:13 on the clock. They're sort of like the masterminds of the situation. So within this group, there's two that were aligned that turned on the rest of the group and are sort of setting them up. And I feel like one of those people that got set up was the leader of the pack. But they've seen something that was concealed. They're aware of what's going on here, okay? They recognize that somebody here wasn't really working with the party, They weren't wanting the same objective. Somebody here was very much working from that reptilian brain. They wanted all the power. They wanted all the expansion. They wanted all the rewards. Very much in that like survival of the fittest kind of mindset here. Well, the leader of the pack here just thought it was all fun and games, we're all having a good time here. They didn't realize that this person, I feel that aligned with somebody else here, against this person who's the leader of the pack. They didn't realize that, this person was actually gunning for them. There's some old like score this individual is setting with this leader of the pack that has seen what was concealed under the light of the moon. There may have even been something that's been slowly dawning on this person who's now going rogue and making a break from this group around the time of the full moon that came in Cancer on the 13th. Yeah, now maybe the pathway for them to move forward and make their break, it's like it's now or never, I'm hearing. I got to make a break from these characters now. Now, if I'm going to ever get where I'm really supposed to go, like they feel like they got led off track. And it's interesting because they were the ones that were like leading this pack. Like they're the ones who set the trap. To see there was a fracturing within the group and two sort of headed off in another direction. One more round here. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, I mean, this may have been something they were all involved in online, right? Very slow moving energy here, okay? Somebody's been playing the long game in this situation, and it's all about to blow up online in this situation, whatever this is. It is definitely like some little group here. I got a cultist group that have been, working together, trying to enact their little master plan here, but somebody's been playing the long game. Somebody's been biding their time here. I think it's the leader of the pack. The leader of the pack. It might be these two think they're setting up the leader of the pack when actually the leader of the pack is like, no, actually, you're the ones in the hot seat. You just don't realize it. Yeah, like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that might be why people are starting to feel nervous now. Like everything appears fine on the surface, but they feel like this pressure mounting. They know something's going to come to the surface. They know it's just a matter of time. Yep, before this is revealed. Okay, let me do a Coven deck and see what we got. Yeah, and now somebody's exploring their options. And I feel like it's these two that turned against this leader of the pack that's going rogue and breaking free here. Now they're very divided. They don't know what to do, you know? They realize that their minds have flown the coop. I do got that. I got that piece there, like somebody sort of was messing around with too much at once, or working with a lot of different traditions at once that they weren't familiar with, just sort of like grab bag magic, you know. It's got a little bit of that chaos magic vibe, but if you're not really used to working with that, then that can be, you know, a touchy area to explore without having any, knowledge of. I got even working with just basic fundamentals of alchemy. Somebody like jumped ahead. Somebody skipped steps A and B, and it sort of like caused them to go too far out there, man, and they weren't ready for it. Now they're trying to, do all this cleansing for protection because they feel like this mounting energy building. They feel the tension building, like they feel something's about to happen. Yeah, it's the energy coming back around. That's what I got. But see, this isn't just happening on an etheric level. This is something going down. I feel it's something going down online. Something that was hidden online is being revealed here. Yep. And whatever it is, it's something that brings an end to whatever this was. And somebody's looking to skate free here. I got as the leader of the pack. It's actually the one who set them up to get roped into this in the first place. But they saw something. They saw something. And it was the way that somebody was taking advantage in the situation or guiding them in a direction that wasn't really in their best interest. Somebody tried to work them. So it's sort of like they feel like all's fair. All's fair in this situation. Anything goes. What do we got here? Yeah, they're ready for a new beginning here, and they're leading the charge, and they're improvising here. They're not doing anything by the book. So this person's definitely moving in a way that these others aren't expecting. Still maintaining like everything's fine, but they feel it. Like they can feel the energetic shift here that somebody's about to head in a new direction. So these two are trying to figure out what to do. But like I said, there's some kind of instability here from being in the ether too long and not grounding it out, or working with stuff that's sort of beyond one's scope of understanding or familiarity, where there's a little bit of a disconnect happening here. And now this is how they're making their decisions, man. They're Rochambeauing it because they don't have any point of reference. I also feel like these two that were aligned, they're now divided. Like they each see the situation in a different way. What's on the other side here? Yep. See, because the provider has already recognized, and I feel like this is the leader of the pack. This is the provider here, okay? They've already seen something that was hidden here, and I don't know why, but see this smaller sort of replica of the provider here. What it's reminding me of is, those Russian dolls where you open the doll and there's a smaller one inside, and then you open that doll and there's a smaller, and it keeps going down, 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 down until you have, you finally open up the final one and there's nothing in there, right? It's like that. It's like that. It's like something's like a ruse like that. Like there's something that was promised that was going to be provided that was never intended to be provided. So it's like the whole thing is a setup by this leader of the pack. They were never going to provide it. It's like the elephant in the room, but the elephant in the room is about to be totally like revealed. That's what I got. It's about to be called out. Something's happening online here. And this is why the leader of the pack is like, okay, it's time to go on the lam, man. Because they know this is about to be enacted. Something's brewing. The call has come, it's time. It's time to improvise and break free of this situation. Yeah, they're cutting something off here. They are cutting something off here. And it's something that's had a hold for a long time. And they've sort of played the long game with this. They knew they had to be careful about how they got rid of a particularly tenacious influence that was causing a lot of, I got loss, a lot of loss in a situation. I think there might be something like monetarily involved here, like a lot of siphoning of funds or something, because we got like the objective of this leader of the pack is like, no, you thought you were going to get a share. I get the whole pot. Yeah, that's how it's coming out. See, so they got to go on the run because these people that were promised something are going to recognize they ain't getting shit. They ain't getting shit. That's what I got. That's what I got. They ain't getting nothing. Ooh, okay. Something's heating up. I felt this interesting energy. Interesting energy. Somebody in this group has a laugh like a jackal. That's what I just heard. Somebody in this group has a laugh like a jackal. I'm going to go ahead and do a round of my shadow light playing cards and see what wants to come out here. I mean, on the top of the deck, we have discover, learn, and play. So somebody after round, they're going to find out here. Oh, yeah, because they messed around with the money. That's what it's all about, you see. Somebody's on the take here in this situation. And it's funny because it's almost like these people turned on each other, but they were set up from the start. They formed alliances within a setup. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny in a way. I mean, I think that this leader of the pack sort of feels it's justified because these people need to learn how to move smarter. It's almost like they're giving them a bit of an education. I feel like this character is a little, they got an ego on them, you know. I just heard Anna pair of nuts. Okay, so we must be dealing with masculine here in this situation. Who's the leader of this pack, all right? I am never fixing to prove it, okay? Interesting. Very interesting. All right, so let's get a little round of this just to cap it off to just get some more messages here. 2222 on the block. Whatever's going on here, it is something that has lasting results. It brings about a certain alignment. I mean, you know, that's the thing about justice, especially when we're looking at justice on the level of what is spiritual justice, you could say. You know, that's a pretty ambiguous area, I have to say. We do have a king of hearts here. They got their heart set on something. They know to get what they want, they kind of have to stab another in the heart. And that's what I got, okay? So they're being a little manipulative right now, whoever this character is, all right? They are still playing nice, but somebody sees through it, all right? And I think whoever the person is that sees through it, this may even be somebody that they consulted. It could be somebody who does some kind of psychic work, okay? Somebody sees through it. Somebody sees through it. They know, or they've seen them kind of do this before. They've seen them move like this before. They can feel like the shift in the energy. I feel like there's somebody here who's kind of been watching things play out and they know that something's about to go down. They're kind of keeping quiet. But what's interesting to me is they're keeping quiet, right? But they're one of the ones who turned against this character here. Yeah, with the 10 of spades. It's almost like they know that this leader of the pack is about to shift because they've seen like the change in the energy and they've recognized it. They've seen this go down before. And they know it's related to the way they tried to like bring this leader of the pack down. They know. They're not revealing it to the person that they were sort of like teamed up with against this leader of the pack, though. It's like they're keeping it to themselves. Yeah, they're trying to think about how can I still find a way through in this situation with the Jack of Diamonds here. This person doesn't want to disrupt their stability, so they might be trying to negotiate something here. They might be trying to negotiate something here. Yeah, I don't think they're going to have luck with that because we got the Two of Diamonds coming up in the shadow here. Nope. Look, the energy's boomeranging back around. I knew it. The end that they had planned for this individual is going to be their lot. That's what I got. What they had planned for this individual, it's going to be their lot. It is not in their favor. The balance is not in their favor here. It's not. King of Spades energy, man. I feel like whoever this leader of the pack is, they are ferocious, man. They're ferocious, very cunning, very much a strategist, very aware. They're sharp. They are sharp. And they use their sword without any hesitation, man. And they are cutting with their words. They're cutting with their actions. They can go real cold. They could have a strong Aquarius placement. It gives me those vibes of that ability to really detach. They might also have a real strong water placement in their chart. All right. It is giving like Aquarius, Scorpio kind of energy with this leader of the pack, okay? That's just sort of what I'm picking up. Any more details about this, Spirit? This may be the end of this here. More shadow, yeah. I mean, don't mess with this person's money. That's my God. This person feels like whatever this is, it's a meeting at the crossroads. It's justified. There's something that's owed here, and they feel like they did the right thing. It's almost like they sort of like set these people up. They enacted a little bit of divine justice, but to an outsider, to an outsider. In other words, the outsiders being those who weren't in on this little, turnaround here. It would seem cruel, but it's not. It's actually justified. That's what I got. It's justified. They're sort of realizing that if there's gonna be justice in a situation, they're the ones who had to enact it. Otherwise, these individuals here who maybe have been causing a lot of imbalance and pain for others would just be able to skate for, who knows how long. Let me do a cut of the deck here. Yeah, a lot of shadow around this. King of Clubs. They are bringing their fire forward really strongly, okay? So I get like this person's a triple threat. Strong fire placement, strong air placement, strong water placement. I really got Aquarius, Scorpio vibes, okay? Leo could be thrown in there as well. Taurus could be thrown in there. I'm thinking of like the descendant signs, okay? Masculine energy. Yeah, masculine energy. They do feel justified with what they're doing here. They do, with the 10 of Diamonds. And I have to say, with the 10 of Diamonds coming out in the light, I mean, this is one of those cases where sometimes you have to go left to make something right. I hear they're doing this in the name of restoring someone's reputation, restoring someone's dignity, and restoring what rightfully belongs to another. Okay, interesting. So they're standing up for somebody here. Maybe also with that provider, maybe for somebody that they feel, needs to have somebody in their corner, okay? Could be you. It could be you. All right. Let me get some numbers out here. That feels pretty complete. But I'm going to go ahead and get some numbers out here and see what they have to say with the roll of the dice. And then I think I'm also going to get some letters out too, just to bring in a little bit more specific energy around this. Let's see what comes in here. Whew. I mean, we got like, what do you call that? That's like triple snake eyes here. Yeah, 3 are going down. 3 are going down for sure. 3 are about to get their gooses cooked. That's what I got. But I do feel like 1 finds a way out of the situation. And I believe it's that 1, they're like, I think I'm going to go and take this escape hatch option, okay? Because there is 1 here who's been kind of like just watching. They know the tables are about to turn. I feel like that person's going to make a break for it, right? And with the 3 energy, month of March, so there could be a Pisces connected to this. There could be an Aries connected to this. Could be Aquarius connected to this. Okay. I feel like the Aquarius energy is finding an alternate route out of this situation. That's how that's kind of coming in. I also got life path number 3, life path 1, life path 2. Okay. All these energies could be involved. The problem here is that, you got 3 real headstrong individuals that were involved in this group, and they all wanted to be like the top dog. And so automatically, this is a weak structure. There's going to be infighting in a situation like that. The 1st through the 3rd of February may be a real significant time when something is revealed in relation to this. Let's get some letters, get some additional messages out, see what wants to come out here. All right. I got Besame Kulo out here. Somebody's saying, yeah, you know what? You can kiss my ass. Right. Yeah. Somebody may be bilingual. Okay. I got the name Siba here. Okay. I got the name Ulia. These could be names of people you know, people connected, somebody that needs to pay attention to this message, sort of giving them a heads up about what's going on, right? You'll know how it speaks to you. I got the name Sadie too. Somebody's mom. Oh, with that, I see. Okay, somebody's mom may have passed. This person may have roots in England, or they refer to their mom as their mom. Okay. There might also be something that's being kept quiet around that as well for some reason. There's some SUV connection in regard to that. I also got a SoCal coming in relation to that, Southern California connection there. And I don't know why, I also kept hearing, I don't have it out here, but I kept hearing something about there might be a house connection as well. So this might be like an attempt to seize property or something. Somebody, you know, somebody's keeping something around though the mother's passing quiet. Like mom, keep mum about it. They may also call their mom mum. It makes me think of, you know, England. For some reason, there might be a connection there with England. Okay. Okay, I got a gate. Okay, so there's some gate opening here. Let's see what it leads to. See if I can get any information about. We do have a gateway. Okay, it's a gateway. So some gateway is opening up. Got the name Sal in relation to that. And I got SS, and it's like reminding me of like a ship, okay? It's reminding me of a ship, like a vessel, okay? Coming in with that gateway energy. Yeah, this is a key. This is a key coming in there, all right? Heard it's go time. Might also be something connected to the Keys, the Florida Keys, coming in relation to that. I got the name Deb. Probably, yeah, Debbie, but, you know, goes by Deb. Everybody calls him Deb. Is getting a big FU in this situation, okay? They may have really screwed up in this situation too. I got that, okay? This could be somebody's ex. That's what I got. All right, be back at some undisclosed time when more comes in.